How's it going, everybody? BillMausArt here. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. And I am working on some stuff. So I figured why not jump online and work on the stuff where possibly you could see me work on the stuff. Alright, so that's good. So that's what we're doing right now. Let me take this off right here. And here we go. Let me see. Let me get do I want blue? Do I want? There we go. All right. Let's put a little suds, a little bit of suds on top of this here. Alrighty then. Kevin, what's up, dude? I'm here for some unscheduled art mayhem. So you hold your hat, folks. It's showtime. They're teasing us with stuff we have to wait to hold in our hands. I am a bit of a pusher, and this is something that I am just now starting to work on that I get to start talking about. So I'm excited for this because this is the next issue that involves our girl Nira-X Cyber Angel. And I don't often do streams where I'm actually working on some digital coloring. So I figured this would be a good night to do a little bit of that. I think it would be fun because I do have a lot of coloring to do. And this is for something special that I get to show off tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, see this guy right here? See this guy? See this girl right here? Nira-X. Kevin says, I think it's just you and me, so put away the cover and find something more fun to color. I do have a collection of things that I do need to be coloring. Is the truth. But I do have to have this one done by tonight because it needs to be chopped up and ready for promo tomorrow. So figured I'd take a break from everything, cleanse the palette. And we're gonna work on this bad boy for a couple of minutes and see how that goes. I actually have to look up. There's a couple characters in here from a previous issue. So you see, looking. No, I don't have the camera on me. Everything's on the digital thing. There we go. I get to look at this here. See me flipping through my books. Let me see here. Actually, you know what? This guy right here needs a little bit of color. Let's see, Kevin says, oh, you have to get it done. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of trapped. But it's okay, though. It's okay, though. The schedule is actually freeing up a whole lot more than it was from before. So I am not as under the gun as I was just recently. Which is good. I get to spend a little bit more time on the art and make it look really, really good. Make sure I get some cool colors on these guys. this in real quick. Go over here. Yeah, but it's nice. It's late at night. Well, it's not as late as usual. I'm usually much more of a night owl. But I've been working some longer hours, so it's nice to just kind of take a little break. That's what's good about switching back and forth between drawing and coloring. I get to switch gears a little bit, and keeps me on my toes, keeps things fresh. So it's nice to be able to do a little bit of both. Plus, I'm really happy that this the sharing software is actually working well. I got jealous. I saw other people doing videos where they can show their digital coloring and their digital stuffs. And I wanted to do it too. I wanted to do it as well. Let's see, you're saying, I finally looked up at the screen. Kevin says, I'd say give it to Kat, but she may not be feeling good. Or is she? She's actually feeling better. Yeah, she is feeling better. She's catching up on the deadlines that she has. And getting her schedule back in order. But as far as like feeling sick, yeah, she does feel a whole lot better. So thankfully that is the case. Let's see, can't complain about the close-up. We see the breast bit of Nira. There you go. There's a close-up. And there she is. Crazy. I still have like 2 centimeters of a friggin', it's that leftover cough. No matter what, when I get over a cold, the cough or that tickle in your throat stays for another 2 weeks. It's almost a guarantee. But nobody's sick. Nobody's sick at the house. Just a little bit of a cough in the throat. Platinum, what's up, dude? How much I miss? You didn't miss very much at all, my friend. We're just doing some coloring tonight. I got a little bit of a deadline for tomorrow for Zen Intergalactic Ninja. And I figured I would hop online and stream some of the colors. Because we have our girl Nira-X guest starring in this issue. So I am excited about having her showing up in more places. And plus just a little bit of a break from the current Kickstarter is nice. That way kind of freshen up a little bit, then I can hit the ground running tomorrow. Yeah, we got a lot of cool things to work on, my friends. So I gotta get everything caught up. I'm excited. In fact, I gotta get you some thumbnail pieces here pretty soon. Got to make sure that the Savage Becca is happy. Yeah, so I'm putting in a lot of flat. I did put like a lot of finishing touches on this already. Look at this big dude back here. So I got to put some shading on this alien chick and a couple dudes in the background there. It is one of those pieces, you tackle it like just little bites, a little bit at a time. See, Kevin says, look, you missed it all. Show's over. Go home. Those gosh darn impromptu stuffs. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But yeah, no, nothing crazy going on today. That's I don't try to do anything too heavy for the impromptu sessions. Basically, it's an excuse to kind of get a little bit more work done. Like if I start getting a little bit tired or whatever, I'll go ahead and jump online because like I know that you guys are watching. So it's like if I get up there and jump online real quick for a little bit, that'll motivate me to get just a little bit more done. And plus, I like to show you guys a little bit of the process too. I think that's fun to see that. Let's see, I put this here. Make this brush a little smaller. Just give it a little shadow there, you know, a little something. Let me see this guy's face. This guy's face can use some shading. Where have you been hiding? The Nether Realm. At work right now. Just looked at my YouTube by chance. Yeah, I see your spidey sense. Your spidey sense was going off. So I'm gonna listen, not watch. I got you. You're keeping it on the down low. I try to give you a visual cue for what's going on. Let's see. Kevin says, "Glad to have you, but you have missed some yummy arts in the recent past." That's true. Yeah, we've had some fun shows. We've had some fun shows, dude. Platinum says, I've low-key fallen in love with the savage one. Must be the hair. Kevin says, I have to wonder when that alien chick sneezes. Where does it go? You don't want to know. Hey, some person. What's up, man? Glad you're hanging out with us. Little impromptu little stream we got going tonight. Just wanted to get some coloring done. Kevin says keeps him up because he's talking to himself. That's okay until he starts getting answers back. Let's see. It's better to be hiding in the nether realms and not the nether regions. Kevin is wise. All right, let's see if we can get some little shading on this green dude here. Like Nira is in this piece, so I got to make sure all these aliens look cool. Make sure they're bringing it. Yeah, sometimes you might catch me on other people's streams because when I want to have little studio time like this right now, then sometimes if they're streaming already, like a quick just a draw stream, and everybody's just kind of like hanging out, I might pop in on one of their streams and draw over there for a little bit. It's always fun to crash the party, crash other people's parties. There we go. Got a little. Put down some of that so that way I can go back in and blend it. Make it look all cool. When I put in the harsh colors, it looks kind of like haphazard and stuff, and then when you blend it all in, it comes together real cool. Gotta bring these guys to life. A little highlights and tie it up. I don't even think this guy has a name. I'll just call him Blubber. Blubber Jones. Alien Concierge. There you go. Just blend these in a little bit. And then we can move closer to Nira. We got to give Nira some colors. We need some deeper shadows behind his eyes. I don't like that, governor. There we go. Let's put that in a little bit. All right. Giggity gee. Jesse Platinum says we need to all pitch in so we can get a bubble for Kat to stay in and not get sick. Stay on the show, as it were. It's going to be Bubble Girl. Kevin says, I have a video to show you, Platinum, that shows the downsides of a bubble. Uh-oh. That sounds nefarious. That sounds nefarious indeed. All right, got this guy. Oh, you know what? I didn't shade his hand at all. Yeah, he don't need no shade in his hand. All right, I'll give him a little shading in his hand. Nira demands it. She wants to have cool-looking aliens around here. She's gonna have cool-looking aliens around here. Sample that color right there. All right, looking pretty good. Let's see. The thumb can use just a little bit of a shadow. It's the little things that make it work. You know, kind of, I'm going to see, let me work on her skin a little bit. I like how she's being squishy. Please do tell me that you emphasize with Quagmire. Giggity goo. Giggity yo. Alright, let me see. I'm still not going to show her sneezing. Let's give her some cool shading. So I don't know if these spots are going to be like just slightly darker or like a whole different color. But that's something we can decide a little bit later. Right now I just want to get her little shading so we can see her like muscle tone and stuff like that. Kind of squashing her boobs up against this robot dude here. I've never been known to do these things. I don't know why I drew it. How dare I draw such a thing? Platinum says the answer to all questions is, of course, giggity. Nira demands it. You know, let's see, have we any Dom Nira images? Let's see, I can see her rocking a crisscross strap outfit, thigh stiletto heel boots, and a riding crop. Let's see, Kevin says also squishy is good, but we do like things firm and perky as well. Yes. I do have an Avatar cover. It was one of the variant covers, and it had Nira drinking out of a milk dish on the floor. That was like a personal favorite from back then. I liked it a lot. And if anybody ever goes to Avatar Press or to Comic Cavalcade to look for any of the old classic Nira adventures, make sure to tell them that Bill sent you. I don't know if it'll do anything for you, but I'm just saying. It'd be good for them to know. Get a little glimmer, a little shine, a little something, something. Let me see here. Start to put a little shading on here. Sample this color real quick. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Let's see, I should, let me duplicate this layer. Oops, that's not what I want to do. There we go, duplicate. And then, I just want to shade in these spots on her skin just a little bit. It starts off really harsh, but I'll lighten it up in just a moment. A couple here, a couple there. I'll look up at the chat just as soon as I get these spots filled in. I'm spotting the spots. Why'd I draw so many spots? Oh, okay. Nope. 2 more spots. All right. Now I can mess with the spots. So I can do this. I'm gonna lighten them up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just see how light I want to get them. A little darker, a little darker, a little lighter, a little darker. That is pretty good. Right around there is pretty good. I was going to give her pupils, but I liked having her without the pupils. That way Nira sticks out more. So let me combine these 2 layers together. All right, so far so good. Looking all right. Kevin says, I will have to look for that cover. I think Ken would like it. Yeah, I think that this cover is going to be a lot of fun. And this is for, this isn't for the Nira book that we're currently running. So when the Nira campaign is over, my next campaign is going to be Zen Bounty Wars. I would put it in front of the camera, but I've got my share on, so I'm only looking at my screen. But it's for Zen Intergalactic Ninja: The Bounty Wars #2, which is going to be my June book for Kickstarter. So while I'm drawing Nira-X, I'll be promoting the next issue that has Nira in it, which is awesome, which is going to be Zen Bounty Wars. And we should be sharing like the images for like the finished color for this images tomorrow on my socials and on First Comics socials. Platinum says, you cheeky little artist, you. My favorite cover is the Lollipop near the first topless Nira cover. Oh, yeah, I love that one. Yeah, that's and I think those were like the first grouping of covers when we first signed on with Avatar. So those are memorable because those were the first couple of covers that we did for them. But yeah, the Lollipop one was, yeah, I remember that one very, very well. Kevin says, just saw a listing for Nira-X Exodus #0, and it shows you as the writer, artist, and wow, you are so young at that image. I am, but still have practically no hair. Dude, yeah, those years, dude. It's crazy how time goes by. Time goes by way too fast. But those were great years. Lots of good memories, man. I love all the memories putting the books together. Kevin says, pupils, little tiny student versions of her. Some person says that drawing of you in the lower right-hand corner looks like a beatnik. You just need the beret. I know I've got like the tactical turtleneck and everything on there. I just wanted to draw myself. I think this is like my late night deadline look. That's how dazed I look. Oh my god. I would put the beret too. What's funny is that the lines, the squiggly lines that are floating above my head, every time I draw myself in a cartoony way like this with the squiggly lines above my head, and this is a deep cut here, all right, a deep cut. like cat mouse, Catherine, when she was a kid, she would draw, like a stick figure of like her and me at the park or whatever. And every time she drew me, she drew the squiggly lines above my head because she remembers me having hair, but then I started shaving my head, so I didn't have hair no more. So I'm pretty sure subconsciously she's been drawing the ghost of my hair floating above my head, so it kind of stuck. It's so messed up, right? So anyways, the squiggly lines above my head are the young memory of when I used to have hair. Let's see, Kevin says, I have to look for that alternate cover you mentioned. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's literally her on her hands and knees, like with her tongue sticking out, licking milk out of a small dish. I might have that cover here, but I think it might be my only copy. I have to take a look. There's a lot of issues of the Avatar series that some of those issues I don't even have a copy myself. And it's nothing nefarious. It was basically I moved cross country like a handful of times, moving from San Diego to Virginia Beach, where I'm at now. And sometimes when you move cross country, things get lost, like a whole box of comics, and that's it was hurtful. But hopefully, I'll be able to recoup some of that and put it back in the archive. But some of those I have, some of those I don't have. Some person, is that a giraffe girl? Oh my God. I still got that little cough. You're making me laugh, dude. She is absolutely right now a giraffe girl. Oh my gosh. That is so accurate. All right, let me fix her. Let me go into this layer. Let's see, make sure I got the right pen here. Fix just a little bit of her cleavage. But yeah, dude, she definitely. I was going for alien chick, but she comes from a planet of giraffe people. She definitely has the vibe. Oh my God, that's so accurate. It only hurts because it's true. She is part of the giraffe clan. See, Kevin says, nah, her neck isn't long enough. But if she had been drawn in the 90s, her neck would have been long enough. Yeah, in the 90s, I drew very, very angular and super long. Holy crap, I drew really, really long. I hope I have evolved well, where everybody likes where everything is. Christopher, what's up, dude? Glad you're here for our impromptu, unplanned live stream. Kevin says, I could berate Bill just for the hell of it. You look like a white Mr. T. A pitted fool. The Irish Puerto Rican Mr. T. Let's see, some person says we need to see Kat's early drawings. Yeah, you know what? We should do a live stream where we kind of explore some of that stuff. I think that would be fun. That'd be fun to do some stuff like that. Do some little impromptu streams through the week. I know that she's planning on having her own stream also. I just don't know what day and time she's going to be planning on doing it. She was going to start it about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. And then we all ended up getting a cold here at the house. And then luckily it was just a cold. So everything's fine. But it did put a little bit of a damper on the schedule. So I'm hoping that she's still on point. I'm hoping that she's still planning on doing her own live streams too. That way I can invade her show. Let's see. Platinum says, little cat drawing daddy pictures. Oh! She's the best, dude. She's the best. I drew her. I used to draw her pictures when I would leave the house and stuff like that, or like going off to work or whatever. And she'd end up coloring it with like color pencils and stuff. And that way, when I got back home, like I kind of feel bad. I feel like I was starting a sweatshop back in the day, but I was just trying to give her something fun to do with drawings. But she ended up coloring for a living too. So I don't know. I don't know if it was training or what. Cat stick figure era. Yes. She has no nose. How does she smell? She's one of them alien chicks, man. I don't know. I don't know what she does in place of smells. Maybe she has small nostrils behind her hairline. I don't know. She smells like roses. Some person says, not many enjoyed butts in the 90s except for Frank Frazetta. He revolutionized curves. I can agree with that. I'll give credit where credit's due. Kevin says, evolved. You? I think in some ways you have devolved. Much less censorship. I only want freedom. American freedom. Some person says Cat needs a good luck charm. Yes. Let's see. There's this other artist, Sim Inkslayer. He's got a daughter that started like yours. Maybe you can both trade notes. That'd be interesting. That'll be interesting. I have to look him up now. Definitely have to look him up. Platinum says, can I bid on old cat mouse stick figures? Stick figure daddy pick? You can place a pre-bid on one of her original stick figure daddy picks. We have to go through the old boxes and see what we can find. Let's see what we can find before you put any bids on there. But I'll let her know that you want to make a reservation. There's definitely some mouse family history going on. Some person said he's got a book. Can I post a link of his book? Yeah. Go ahead and post a link. That's cool. Yeah. I do appreciate you asking first. I mean, that's very cool of you. But yeah, totally. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Let's see. I gotta put some little doohickeys up in there. Some special effects, some things, some stuff. This guy's got some crazy alien pipes coming around his armor. So let me see if I can throw a little bit of that in there. Needs to be a little lighter. Is this too light? I think it was too light. I want it to glow, but I don't want it to be like... Ah, there you go. Yeah, I like these glow brushes. I think this one's called... What is this one called? It's called a light pen. And I am kind of addicted to it, so I have to be careful not to overuse it. But I really do like the effect that it gives me. It's kind of, I use the light pen for his visor right here too. So it's like, it gives you that. Let me see if I can get a little darker. See, it gives you that neon kind of glow to it. I really like that a lot. His teeth really need a little bit of highlight. I can do that with a regular brush. There we go. Just to give it a little punch. Very cool. There's Sim Inkslayer's link right there. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check him out. A mysterious ship, a distress signal, a salvage team, demons. Welcome to Hell Zone. Thank you for shopping. No, that's cool. Yeah, totally cool. Platinum says, and Kevin, I had to stay away from live streams to save my wallet. You guys make my life possible, man. I'm glad you guys like the art. I'm glad that we're forming like we're growing like a really cool group. I really like the group that we're building up together. I think we got a lot of cool things going on. Plus, we got a lot of cool projects to do together too. So I'm glad that we can hang out and actually do these things, actually work on them. All right, give this guy a little bit of highlight, little highlighter. Let me see. Let me go a little bit brighter. I gotta go above that part. And sometimes I like throwing in some of these little details like this. There we go. Make them a little bit more gruesome-y. I like stuff like that. All right, let me get back down here. One more little touch on this guy, and then we'll move around, work on something else real quick. That doesn't work up there, but it looks good down here. Cool. I can't not think of her as a giraffe person. She's definitely giraffe-like. I think we'll have to give her outfit a little bit of shading, though. I'm not sure if her suit's going to stay purple or not. But that's part of the fun of getting in here and coloring everything. So I do tend to. I got a general plan for when I start, and then I like to mess with things a lot as I go. This a little bigger. There we go. We'll come back and give it some highlights. Giraffe girl. She's nothing but giraffe. Kevin says, well, you taught people well. Some people have stepped up and become very good snipers. I know they're up there in them trees with that laser scope. Let the drama begin. Some person says, you should have seen the last image from Saturday. A little tiny of Spider-Man in a tricky predicament. He was too. Oh, you know what? I think I have him right here. I have that piece right here. We will show Platinum right now. We will show Platinum. Oh man, the camera's not on. What am I doing? Well, let me see. I said I'd try, so let's try. Alright, got this. Let's no, that's tiny. There you go. I found a way to do it. There you go. There's little Spider-Man. There's little tiny Spider-Man. He is definitely in a predicament. And this is still in pencil, like from the show. So there's gonna be a lot of holes and rips and torn bits of outfit going on in this piece. So I got some little extra notes where we're gonna kind of modify it a little bit. Oh, I got the camera working. Yeah, Kevin had some little requests to put on this one. So it's gonna be fun. Got a lot of things to do this week. I'm so happy. Okay, there we go. Some person says you probably made her a giraffe, like subconsciously. I absolutely made her a giraffe subconsciously. She is giraffe girl. Kevin says shading or glossy sheen. I want to see my art again. Oh, okay. Let me go grab it. Let me go grab it. Ooh. Let's show Kevin's piece one more time. Let me see. Let me get nope. Hey, there you go. That's better. So we're gonna have Gonna have Mary Jane hanging upside down, dressed up as Black Cat. We've got the Goblin Queen. But she's gonna have her outfit really ripped up. There's gonna be a lot more webs. I kind of like put in a few webs where they're gonna be, but I think there's gonna be webs kind of flying around in a few more different directions. And of course, we got Spider-Woman right there. Got a little tiny Peter Parker dying a good death. Yeah, I'll leave it up there for a second while we're doing all of this. I gotta put some more shading. Put some more shading. And then we'll figure out if her outfit is going to stay purple or not. Not really sure. Like, it looks okay purple, I think. Just want to give her some little bit of modeling here, some little highlights, and then we'll mess with the colors a little bit. Oh, look at that! I got a little bit of orange right there. Let me unlock this layer real quick. Ah, there we go. That took care of it. All right, let me lock this layer back up, and off we go. All right, now I can shade this up. There we go. All right, make this a little bit smaller. Need the brush to fit in that little spot there. Got to make sure her buttocks have a highlight. This is butt highlighter. The newest technology. That color didn't go all the way to the edge. Let me unlock this again. There we go. Just clean it up a little bit. I try to stay between the lines most of the time. There we go. Yeah, see, it didn't get close to the line right there either. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Perfect. All right, figure out what we're doing here. Gotta shade the butt just right. It is muy importante. Well, let me see here. Oh, this is where we are. Okay. Yeah, Platinum says, who else would buy a 50s pulp action stripper series called Nira-X? Just me? It does sound cool. Kevin's saying theme, redheads in black. That is the theme that was going on. That is basically what we had going on. Yep. So since I'm coloring it digitally, I'm sure I'm going to have a version of Black Cat and just have her with Mary Jane's hair color. I think that probably should be the only version of it. I think it would just be cool like that. Because with the mask and the outfit, like, you know, it's supposed to be Black Cat. Let's see, some person says, who knows what they'll do to Spider-Man next. Platinum says the Spider-Woman black outfit makes me tingle. Same. Absolutely. Kevin says, who's selling the ecstasy? Okay, that will have to suffice until I collect my next Mega Mouse box of art. And you already have other pieces that are on the way too. We have a very, very good list. Can't wait to show this stuff off. It's gonna be awesome. Some person says she could have those giraffe horns poking out of her hair. No, she's supposed to be an alien chick. Like, it's already subtly a giraffe woman. I'm going to change her skin to be green. I just thought the yellow would be kind of like nice. Maybe something a little bit different. Platinum says, no off-color comments about the high-capacity neck. Oh! You get 2 points for that one. Kevin says, Bill likes purple, methinks. They could have made that tingle happy had you been here to buy it, huh? See? Some person is asking, is this for Dark Seas number 3? No, it is not. So I am I'm taking a little break from the Dark Seas because, I mean, Nira is also in this issue too. So when the Dark Seas campaign is over, the next campaign that's coming up is going to be Zen Bounty Wars number 2, and Nira happens to be guest starring in that issue, and that'll be an issue that I'm drawing, and Cat Mouse is actually coloring that one. She's doing some color assists with Dark Seas, and she has a variant cover as well. But with this one, I think she's going to be doing all of the interior colors. I'm doing like the cover. And I might be doing like assists, but for the most part, she's going to be doing all the coloring for Zen. So that's going to be our, basically, I think May 31st is when it's launching, but it's, you know, like a June, like for the whole month of June, it'll be, that's going to be our campaign, the campaign that's running while I'm drawing the rest of Nira-X Dark Seas. So it's like we promote one, and then while I'm working on the other one, like that. So kind of like offset it a little bit. Oh, Kevin says, nah, the Zen book. Were you saying like you're meditating? Cool. Yeah, man. Christopher says, can't wait for my artwork. I can't wait either, dude. As soon as it hits the table, man, we're gonna be showing that stuff off, man. It's gonna be awesome. We have some really, really cool pieces in the turntable. By the way, thank you for being patient too, because like I know it's taken a little while to get to the new pieces, but we're almost there. We're almost there, my friend. Kevin says if she had giraffe horns, she would look a lot like Mantis. Ooh, she would. You're right. Yeah. Some person says if she's green, then she's a frog girl. You can't escape. All right, we're gonna keep her as giraffe girl. I'm kind of entertained with giraffe girl anyway. So, but let me take a little look and try some different colors. Oh, look at that! I didn't change her. I didn't change the mask between her hair either. Like the green and the yellow go good. Let's see. Let me mask off just the suit so her hair doesn't change color. There we go. And now we can mess with this without changing the color of her hair. Okay. Because I kind of like I liked her hair being like red or reddish orange, like the way that it is. Could be like this kind of color. I do like a little bit more of a neutral tone. Kind of like that. I'm going to consider that one. We're going into purples, the blue, not so much. You know, green and yellow always, but there's a lot of green and yellow in this piece already. So I don't want to like overdo the green and yellow. And this kind of matches her spots a little bit. I kind of like the neutralness of it. I like that. I like it. I like going with this. I'll put some highlights on this. Oh my god, that could be her name. Giraffe Girl, Gigi. Crap. I might have to credit you with naming this character. I'm gonna jot that down. I really like that, actually. I'm gonna write it. Let's see, where am I gonna write it down? Where's my post-it notes? Where's my post-it notes at? I gotta go find my post-it notes. Move the studio around a little bit. Can't find nothing. Yep, I think her name is gonna have to be Gigi. I might spell it Gigi, Gigi, just to kind of drive the point home. You get a point for that one, dude. Think of her having a color shift outfit, depending on where you see it. This is what the color, how it looks, like a little chameleon action. So she's going to be voiced by Gigi. I know, right? She's going to think that it's like, oh, you made the character after me. It's like then I have to explain the origin of the character altogether, so that she knows. Some person says her dress could be all the colors, all the colors of the rainbow. No, I agree. We can never get enough of Gigi. She's awesome. Platinum says, I have a feeling most of the super cool stuff we have seen will be published at a later date. Yes, in fact, I have been thinking about the next issue of Club Corrupt, and I don't know. I may try having Club Corrupt up on Fund My Comic instead of Kickstarter, just so I can give it. I want to give Fund My Comic a little bit of a test drive. What do you guys think about that? About using Fund My Comic? It's I see more creators have been using it lately. I haven't had the time. I haven't had the time yet to learn how to use Indiegogo. But Fund My Comic seems to be on everybody's front burner. So I might run a simple campaign on Fund My Comic for the next issue of Club Corrupt. That could be a thing. There we go. Just want to blend this in a little bit. I like having cool little highlights and shimmer shims. Yeah, there we go. I like that. That works. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I think Club Corrupt on Fund My Comic. Do you guys like using Fund My Comic? Does it matter? Do you guys have a preference? I know it's like unless you already have like an account at a certain place, it's always kind of a hassle to like, I gotta create like a new account in order to get the thing or whatever. It's like it's always a hassle when you have to get an account at a new thing. So I could very well just keep things at Kickstarter, but because of the nature of the book and like I don't want to. Luckily, I've never been shadow banned, as it were. I haven't had that problem, but I would like to avoid it if that's actually a thing. I know other people have had that problem. So I'll probably keep like my the more general audience, commercial stuff on Kickstarter and stuff, and then maybe put the more adult stuff on Fund My Comic. If that'll work better, we'll see. There you go, a little bit of a highlight on her hair there. I like that. Let's see, Kevin says, I tend to avoid Indiegogo. I've been scammed on it before. Kickstarter has felt more and more like a legitimate place. But then it does depend on who is doing the fundraising. Yeah, absolutely. But I agree with you too. Like I haven't been rushing to Indiegogo, and it's only been like a certain number of people that I've heard having a reason to go to Indiegogo as opposed to Kickstarter, and it's not because of anything other than like some personal preferences or the idea of being banned for your content or things like that. And I don't know, I haven't had a bad experience with Kickstarter yet. It's been good all around. So I don't know what to think. There we go. Let's give her some lips. I bet she would like to have lips on her face. I was wondering if I was going to give her red lips or some other color. I don't know. Because she's an alien giraffe chick. I'm not sure what would work best for her. So far, the red seems to be looking good. So smaller. Yeah, I'm assuming if I do a campaign on Fund My Comic, like it wouldn't have, like I could still do stretch goals and all the things that you kind of expect from like a regular Kickstarter campaign. Maybe it wouldn't have as many bells and whistles. I'm not really sure. Let's see, Kevin says, I have never used Fund My Comic, but I'm willing to try. Okay. A lot of people seem to be migrating to it. They have their public mandate of there you go. I'll turn her upside down so that way she looks different. Their mission statement is that they're not like they're not going to censor your content, and that you can do what you want and all that good stuff. Hey, Christopher, have a good night, dude. I'm glad you hung out for a little while, man. We'll be back again on Saturday. Or we might be arbitrarily streaming throughout the week too. Not really sure, but I'm glad you can hang out with us for a little bit, dude. Have a good night. Let's see. Some person says you can also call it FMYC Fun My Comic. I kind of like that. Let's see. You can all take a look at it just to see what it's like. Very cool. Very cool. I definitely want to do some more research and see what other people think. Pardon me for my coughing. I still got that little tickle in my throat. It sounds suggestive. Absolutely, man. Have a good night. Marcus, my friend, how you doing? Glad you're hanging out with us. Still thinking purple, huh? Still thinking purple for the outfit? I don't know why I stuck with this one. This one felt, I think it kind of matched the spots on her skin. And I think, I don't know if I've got, like, I was thinking about green or something, but there's going to be like some other aliens and stuff in here too. So it's like, I'm kind of bouncing between a lot of green and purple. So I wanted to give her something so she would like kind of sink in the background a little bit without popping up too bright. I'll still consider putting the purple maybe, though. We'll see. We'll see. When I have all the other colors put in, then I'll take a good look at it, and maybe she'll be purple again. I'm not sure. That's a possibility. Platinum says, "Do you have more adult themes to weave into your yarns, Mr. Mouse, or just more boobs and butts?" There's always more adult themes. My brain is overflowing with stories that I have to draw. I just got to, Mister. Club Corrupt is kind of my outlet for some of that, which is good because I like the idea of publishing a lot of the pieces that we worked on together, like as far as like commissions and stuff. But I am going to put I'm either going to put more stories into the Club Corrupt pinup books, or I might actually have some more Club Corrupt imprint comics that are just stories. So that way we can get some cool adult stories out there. I think that would be a lot of fun. Some person says, I think the only rule they have is that you can't have nudity on the promo image. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Yeah, you don't want to have that right on the promo image where like anybody could see it. So I totally understand that. That's totally cool. Kevin says, when he does my idea, Platinum Abra, you will see something different. This is true. This is very true. Kevin says, if this was a Spider-Man comic, we would know who the villains are, as they often wore purples and greens and yellows. This is true, right? Everybody was color coordinated. Let's see. Platinum says you have access to the Milk Bowl Nira-Art. I want one. I don't have access to the image like right off the bat. I know that I have one copy of it in a box because someone had asked me for it a long time ago, and then when I responded to them saying that I had it, they just never responded back. It's just one of those things. I mean, it happens every now and then. It's not a big deal. But I did leave it out and about, and now we've moved the whole studio around, so I'm not really sure exactly where it is. But I can write myself a note because I do know how to get in touch with you. So if you want me to look around to see if I have it, and if you want to try and pick it up, you can let me know, and that's totally cool. I'll do that for you, my friend. I see. Kevin says, "Is it just me, or does that yellow thing in the middle of the page look like a minion?" Let's take a look. Minion. And plus, I gave him some of those, like his lips are pointed down, kind of like when Rick and Morty, when they're like surprised or dumbfounded. So I'll definitely give this guy some more shading and texture. Some person says, Nira, how did I get here? How was sunbathing nude and now I'm here? Platinum says, can I call dibs on that? On the issue that we're talking about, the milk dish issue. I believe you can call dibs. I think Kevin was also asking about it. Kevin, what are your feelings, sir? Because I may only have one copy, so I'll put you both in the Thunderdome, and we'll find out. Kevin says he wants one now. Reminds me of Veruca Salt. See, now I'm gonna see, and see, it'd be kind of cool if I was allowed to actually play like whatever music you wanted to. Like all the copyright thing on live streams is like, it's too strict, man. It's like I'll play some Veruca Salt right now just for the laugh. Would have been nice. All right, Platinum, you can definitely call dibs on that issue. I will look in the back room for it. So let me. I'll write myself a little note. Let's see, where did I just put my Post-it notes? I just had them in my hands. Ah, there you go. Duh. All right, so we're definitely going to look for that for you. Okay. Got it stuck to my table. That way I don't forget. Got a lot of things going on. But yeah, dude, I'll definitely look for that for you. That'll be cool. Kevin says, I would like to see the cover, but I would be willing to let Platinum buy it. Excellent. That works. That is perfect. Still got that little tickle in the back of my throat. It'll get me every now and then. But I can stay on for another couple minutes. You can call Lou Dobbs. Platinum says, I will beat you with the limp noodle, sir. I win. Yay. He can call Dobbs, not Dibs. This dude is definitely a minion from now on. Here we go. Let me, is he going to have a reddish eye? I think he's going to have a red eye. Need some Visine. Visine to get the red out. Let me put one more little highlight. There we go. All right, where's that eyeball at? There we go. All right, let me put a little shading on the eyeball. A little eyeball shading. This is my Visine commercial eyeball. Here, put a little bit of this, a little bit of this. There we go. Give his eyeball a statement. He's got whiskey noodle. Kevin says, oh Lord, the all-seeing eyes bleeding as it's seen what you're planning. You know, that's making me think of SpongeBob now. A little bit. It's like a Minion and SpongeBob combined. Combined into one. All right, let me see. What time is it? It's about 12:15. I think I'm actually going to call it a night. I got to have this ready tomorrow, but if I color all sleepy, then it's going to end up looking like plaid. I got a pretty good start on it though. This is good. This will work. And then sometime tomorrow late afternoon, I should be able to show it off. Be able to show it to people. Get to post it online. Here, let me put Nira over here. Nira's like, why are you coloring me last? I feel like I'm saving the best for last. Actually, you know what? I needed one more little touch. Can't stand it. I gotta, when I see it, I gotta kind of jump on it, or else I'm afraid I'll forget it. Not even sure if this is gonna stay here, but let's see. I want to make sure. Nah, I don't like his eyes like that. Maybe just like, yeah, that's better. Then I could soften it up with a little shading. The way I shaded him a second ago, it looks like he wears goggles. Okay. That's not bad. These guys all have spots. A lot of melanoma running around over here. All right, that's pretty good. We'll leave Nira right here. Kevin says, let me rescue you, Nira. You can sunbathe nude around my pool and invite your teammates. Of course, Black's Beach is only 20 minutes away. I know, right? Right around the corner from you, man. Man. Well, thank you, everybody. This has been the top secret preview of tomorrow's debut piece of artwork for Nira-X and Zen. So I'm glad you guys could hang out with me for a little bit. I do appreciate it, always. That's the whole reason I do it, so that way I can freaking hang out with everybody. This is the best way to do it. We all live far away. Everybody lives far away from each other. And Saturday, like if I might do some impromptu streams in between, just so we can hang out. And as far as I know, Saturday you're still planning on having our jam session at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be here for that. So where's the health and safety officer to make sure they put on their sunscreen? Yeah, definitely. I gotta go grab a snack, and plus I still got that little tickle in my throat. So like talking for a bit, kind of like I'll give the old voice box a little bit of a rest. That way I can get back into the work and stuff. Offer her a citizen's massage. You guys are awesome. All right, guys. Well, let's see. I'm going to play a quick trailer for the Nira-X Kickstarter, which is still going on right now. I'm hoping that everybody reposts and shares the link everywhere, so that way we can really take Nira to the next level. Make sure her adventures continue. And then I will see you guys the next time I pop up on the interwebs. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you guys again very soon. Good night.
Wait, you cosplay?
Yeah, I cosplay Nira-X at Moonfest every year.